This video will focus on how you deliver Pear Deck lessons within the Schoology platform. Pear Deck is a Google Slides add-on that allows you to add a variety of question types to your Google Slides presentations to create interactive lessons for your students. There are student-paced modes and teacher-paced modes. In this video, we're going to focus on the student-paced lesson. Additionally, Pear Deck has a teacher dashboard where you can monitor student performance, provide feedback, and the overall experience will enhance student voice and boost student engagement. This video will not necessarily cover how to use Pear Deck, the tool itself. So if you're new to Pear Deck and want to learn more about the tool, we have resources for follow-up. You can join our GUHSD online course for Pear Deck, or you can learn on your own by viewing the videos in the linked Pear Deck YouTube playlist. To embed a self-paced Pear Deck lesson into Schoology, we will start by going to add-ons and opening up your Pear Deck. You may have already done this if you're working within the Pear Deck lesson itself already. You're going to start the lesson once all your questions are inside of the presentation itself. So start a lesson like you'd normally start a Pear Deck lesson. We're going to select student-paced activity. Okay, and now Pear Deck is going to give us a link right here. We're going to select copy link. Just go ahead and click where it says copy link. We're now going to go into Schoology and we're going to make our assignment. We're going to select add materials. We're going to select add file link external tool. We're going to select the link option. And we're going to paste it in. Let's go ahead and give it a title. Now, I put non-graded here because there's a couple ways we can embed the Pear Deck lesson. If we do it this way with the link, this will not create an activity within the Schoology gradebook. So if this is something that's not going to be graded, but is purely going to be for feedback and formative assessment that's going to be used to inform instruction later, then we want to use the link tool. Again, using the link option that we just did is not going to create an assignment within the gradebook itself. We're going to leave everything else alone, display in Schoology. We're going to go ahead and click add. And we see the Pear Deck lesson showed up. Your students will go to this link in their Schoology. Schoology is now embedded within here, and so we see some familiarity. It's just like it would be if the students were outside of Schoology itself, but now everything's centralized and streamlined within the Schoology platform. If students do want to engage with this outside, they can click this link and it'll open up into a new tab. Alternatively, they can click this link as well. If we look here, they can expand it to full mode if they want to, full screen. And down here is how they navigate between slides. So students are going to navigate through the slideshow, and then when there's a question to answer, we see that questions are on the right side, the students are answering here. And so students would go through, just like they would in a normal Pear Deck lesson in this way. From the teacher perspective now, let's go back to the teacher dashboard. We can go through and click, and we can see the responses of the questions that are here. We only have one response so far. Again, we can select grid layout, and we can see who's responding as well. So all of the same features and activities that the teacher would engage with if this was not in Schoology, the teacher can engage with in Schoology as well. If you want this Pear Deck lesson to show up in the Schoology gradebook, whether you're going to be assigning points for completion or for some sort of criteria for the students completing the activity, we're going to be adding the Pear Deck lesson in a different way here. We're going to go to add materials. We're going to select external tool. External tool, give it a name. And again, this will be if it's graded. We're going to paste the same Pear Deck link. This time, if you want to enable grading, you can click enable grading. Assign how many points you want the activity to be worth. And give it a due date, category, click submit. And now what we'll see is the activity for the students will be exactly the same here. But what this does is because we enabled grading use the external tool, if we click our gradebook, we will see that Pear Deck has shown up as a lesson here where we can give students credit if that's something that you wanted to do as well. And just to reiterate, grades will not be passed back from Pear Deck into the gradebook automatically. This would be something that you would make a determination, yes, the student deserves full credit yes, this student deserved full credit. Maybe this student only did half. So you'd have to make that determination for students as well.